Host Laura Ingraham sounds off on The Ingraham Angle last night. Special counsel John Durham dropped his second bombshell in the last 2 weeks, issuing subpoenas to one of the most politically well-connected law firms in the country, Perkins Coie. Ingraham said she noted how Durham also recently indicted a Perkins Coie attorney, Michael Sussmann, on charges of lying to the Federal Bureau of Investigation during a 2016 meeting that helped spark the original Russia probe. "We're not sure why it's taken Durham this long, but we may finally be close to learning just how far the Clintons and their allies went in their efforts to destroy Donald Trump, his campaign, and his presidency," she said. "When the truth finally comes out, we will also see how invested the deep state was in deep-sixing Trump. Their goal was to frustrate the Trump agenda and put him on the defensive from day one." Ingraham noted that none of the main villains from the probe have resigned, but many have been instead promoted by the corrupt left-wing media complex. She remarked that dynamic is not unlike President Joe Biden's Pentagon, where Gens. Lloyd Austin III, the Defense Secretary, Kenneth Frank McKenzie Jr., and Mark Milley remain in their jobs despite the catastrophic withdrawal from Afghanistan that left 13 American service members dead.
Instead of honing in on the Durham news, ABC and CBS fawned over Biden's attempts to save his far-left government spending and open borders bill. She noted that the coverage was much the same on the cable news networks as well, notably pointing out how CNN's Wolf Blitzer hosted former FBI Deputy Director Andy McCabe despite his position at the Bureau during the Trump probe. McCabe told Blitzer there's really very little here relevant to what he supposedly was hired to investigate, and that the recent indictment and these subpoenas really hold the FBI more in the position of victim rather than subject of an investigation. "The spin never ends," Ingraham remarked. "Andy's always going to play the victim. The FBI, our intel agencies, the media and dishonest Democrats did incalculable harm to the office of the presidency and people's faith in these institutions," she added. "None of the guilty parties in this saga, not the press, not the DOJ, certainly not our intelligence community, have learned anything over the last few years."
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.